if you want to help out, go and they've set up a fund. They've raised, I think the goal is 200,000, and they've raised 90,000 so far. So, but he's thanking everybody, and he said, although they haven't raised their goal, he said that he looking at that he no longer feels like he's in dire straits. That people have given enough to keep him from feeling like he's under a mountain of debt. So if you'd like to help out, like I said, I'll post a link on our Facebook page, and you can click over and donate some money to him. So,
and please, if you think you can get by with doing something like the ice bucket challenge, where you just pour cold water on your head and say, "I'm supporting this cause," that's not the way it works, really, people. So that's not the way it works.
No.
Yeah, and we don't here at the Ninja Troll Digicast, we don't support philanthropy through bullying like the ALS challenge. So if you want to give to this, please go and do so. We're not going to pour buckets on our heads and go, "Hey, now you got to do this."
No, but here's what we will do.
Some of us here did that.
Listen, here's what I'm saying. If you attempt to do that in the name of the Ninja Troll Digicast, we are sending Clark Kent your way, and he will go super flare on your ass.
He's gonna unleash the super ferret.
Mushroom cloud.
Yes.
It's green.
Don't look directly into it. Don't look directly into it.
Something I actually, while we were talking in the previous segment about the Flash.
Yes.
When you mentioned the girl you were talking about the villain.
Yes.
Asking if she was from the comic books.
Yes.
When you first said that, my first thought was I thought you were talking about the girl he meets at the bar. No. Because the whole time I was watching the episode, when she came and said her name was Linda Park, it struck a chord with me, and I'd been meaning to look it up. So when you mentioned that, I looked her up, and had forgot because we started talking about Peekaboo. I forgot about it. Linda Park in the comics is Wally West's girlfriend.
Oh.
So you're having a little mixing of the mythology here.
Gotcha.
She is actually the girlfriend and then later wife of Wally West, who was the third Flash in the comic books. He was Kid Flash with Barry Allen. Then when Barry Allen died during the Crisis on Infinite Earths, he became the Flash. So you're having a little mixture, and actually, the character on the TV show is kind of a mixture of Barry Allen and Wally West, because Wally West always had to eat huge amounts of food anytime he used his super speed.
Yeah,
and they've integrated that into the character on the TV show. So now Linda Park is here, and it'll be interesting to see how they play, because Iris is not paying any attention.
Of course not.
Oh, wait a minute now. Hold on a second. If we can back up here and go back to the television show, then we can look at this whole thing of Barry shows up where Iris is at.
Mm-hmm.
And she is confused as to why he is there, and he announces that he has a lunch date with somebody who works at the paper where she has recently been hired on.
Yep.
So it's kind of like when he goes out with Linda
Park.
I want to say Linda Pearl, but that's a totally different actress.
Minnie Pearl.
Anyway, you can see the angst coming on her face. You can see the butthurt start with Iris. I've got to say it. That's it's kind of like
most people would say jealousy, but no, you chose to go with butthurt.
I'm sticking with the constipation theme on tonight's show.
In other words, he's sticking with what he knows.
Yes. Yes.
There you go.
And by the way, Boudreaux's butt paste, who does not endorse the Ninja Troll, is perfect for
But
that.
should.
Where you going, Chuck? Boudreaux's golly.
Yikes. Oh. Yeah, and also actually something else we forgot to mention when we were talking about the Flash TV show.
Yes.
The end.
Oh, well, see, I wasn't going to give that away.
Yeah, see, I haven't watched it yet.
Even though it has been released online. They showed the stills there from it, and it is a major villain in the rogues gallery of the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Major. This will be the be all end all on this show. And do you know what? I hope the way that they do this is they have introduced him. I hope that he stays gone until the very end of the season. And that's where we pick up going into the next season.
That would be cool. That'd be a cool cliffhanger. Yeah. So. But yeah, okay, yeah, you need to watch it now so we can talk about it. So, I mean, not now, but yeah.
No,
you know
just get up and go. Just go.
Get out.
Let her go. Let her go. Hey, Frozen. They are doing a thing with Frozen too, but we'll talk about that next week. It's a continuing sort of.
Oh, who cares?
I care.
Do you want to build a snowman? No, because I hate you.
All right, what else you got in the comic rack?
That's it.
Oh, that's it. Okay, so coming up after this, we've got what?
We've got our interview with Brian Stelfreeze.
Okay. All right, so you want to keep it right here on the only podcast with a kick. We are the Ninja Troll Digicast. Don't go anywhere. Attention Ninja Troll listeners. Listen to me on Monday evenings at 7 p.m. for the Carolina Independent Wrestling Report, right here on Spreaker.com. Each week, we will interview one of the girls or guys that make up the Carolina Independent Wrestling scene. The CIW has always been the place for the best in professional wrestling. Again, it is the CIW Report at 7 p.m. just before Monday Night Raw, with playbacks on demand anytime, right here on Spreaker.com.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Here's another confidence-building moment from the Ninja Troll Show.
If I can get like a large sum of money, I have no problem telling them I'm stupid.
Because you've been stupid your whole life.
That's right.
You might as well get some money out of it.
That's exactly right.
The Ninja Troll Digicast, breaking down self-esteem one brick at a time.
And listen, Mr. Dixon, Butthead, a.k.a. Sergeant Damn You Dixon, he is the best for doing that. That is his department. If you want self-esteem, Tim Dixon is the man to go to. Because it is a life-changing experience. I know after 157 years, I have finally figured it out.
Just keeping it real, dog.
All right. So, to do a quick setup for this, it occurred to me that reading some of the guests that were going to be at the Minicon, and it was great. It was a wonderful success. As the lady who was leading the costume contest said there, which there were great costumes, by the way.
Yeah.
She said that when they were starting the costume contest, that it was official. It was no longer a Minicon.
Yeah, we can't really call it a mini-con anymore.
No.
Because there was a lot of people there.
Well, listen, Dixon, I'm telling you what. You know, me, I might come across as somebody who is very friendly, and I genuinely am a very friendly guy. Mm-hmm. But I have problems with large crowds because as I get older, I kind of shy away from that. When I first walked through the door and we were trying to get organized so that we could all go to the floor together, that's when everybody dispersed, and I was like, oh, crap. Well, then it was me, Laura, and the kids, and when we were downstairs on the floor going through the madhouse that was there.
Yeah, it was pretty thick down there.
I could not enjoy myself because, number one, there's so many people, as you pointed out, Tim, that... It was like you didn't have a chance to look through everything because you were, for anybody who is a nice person and considerate of someone else's feelings, you get the feeling of, well, I better move along because somebody's wanting to buy something behind me.
Yeah.
Well,
so, there's a lot of times that you felt like you couldn't really look at the stuff you wanted to look at because of that. Yeah.
So when it's me and Laura's got Gavin, I've got Michaela, and the way that I make Michaela walk with me when I have to use both arms or just because I talk with my hands, I made Michaela grab a hold of my belt loop and hang on, and I was just constantly turning around and looking, making sure that everybody was in place and that sort of thing. So I just kind of wigged out there at the beginning, but once I settled down, I enjoyed myself. But it was during the time that we were finding out who was going to be at this thing. I knew that I'd had some Brian Stelfreeze covers through all of my collecting of Shadow of the Bat. Mm-hmm. So I just decided to go ahead and take my comic books, take a chance, and see if he would discuss the comics with us as he signed them, thus leading me to calling this the Signature Series. So with that being said, because we definitely want to give the quick version of this, too late, here is the interview from the Minicon of last weekend.
This is Brian Stelfreeze, and this is the Ninja Troll Signature Series. All right, ready to go.
The first book is Shadow of the Bat, number 15.
Yeah, I remember this one. This was a lot of fun. Actually, on this one, it was kind of strange because at the time we were doing covers that were just pretty much fully paintings, you know. And this one is kind of Batman actually doesn't get stabbed to death in the comic, but it was like really something that we wanted to do on the cover. And this is kind of me trying to harken back to the old Dick Sprang Superman covers, you know, where it was like just doing something kind of like that, where it's like something really evocative on the cover, but it's not quite what happens on the inside. So this is a really fun issue.
Next one is Shadow of the Bat, number 16.
Now this is actually cool on several for several ways. One, what's really neat about it is the guy in the chair is actually Cully Hamner, who's sitting right next to me right now. So when we were in a studio together, so he posed for the guy in the chair, and this is one of the Scarecrow series, and Scarecrow's like one of my favorite Batman villains because I mean you could really kind of get in there and do him like just as if he's a fog, as if he's just kind of mysterious, and this is like just a great cover to kind of show the character off. So yeah, I had a blast on this one.
Okay, the next one is number 17 in the Shadow of the Bat series.
Yeah, and this is part of that whole Scarecrow arc. One of the coolest things about working on Shadow of the Bat is I slowly went through Batman's entire rogues gallery, so I really got like a shot at all the characters, and this is another shot at doing Scarecrow, and again, Cully posed for this one as well. So the guy being carried by Batman is my pal and studio mate Cully Hamner.
Okay, the next one is also in that. I think it wraps up the series or the storyline.